Alright, so in the last video we saw that we were able to take some data out of the form. When we click submit, alright, we check for this submit attribute value here, up here, and when the form was submitted we echo this, right? So we were able to check on that. So now what we need to do is check on the rest. We need to actually pull this information from the rest of the document here, from the form, and do something with it. So if you didn't get it right last time, if you for some reason could not do it, you're gonna be able to do it now. So all we got to do is add the same name attribute here to this form, to this inputs, and I'm just gonna call this username. We're gonna be pulling the username out of here, and you don't have to name a username. That's what I'm using. You can name a name. You can name it whatever you want. It's up to you. I'm gonna name this password. I just want to be descriptive. Oops. All right. So now that we got that set, we got to receive it up here. So if the form was submitted, what do I want to do? I want to go ahead and grab this here, and we're gonna get something called username, right? Username, because we're gonna get that from the form data, and we are going to be getting, right? We're gonna go be getting this one also. So we can actually turn these values. We can play around with these values the way they are, but why we want to do that? Let's make this a little bit more friendly, right? Let's make this username. Let's make this into a variable called username, so that way we can play around with it like this. It's a lot better than having the whole thing there like this. So when these values come in, we find out the form was submitted. Remember that every time we click on submit, all these values get sent in the form. All of them, they all get sent. All we're doing right here is checking if the form was set. Then we want to do some things with it, because if the form was not set and we start doing things with it, PHP is gonna say, hey, wait, what are you doing? I don't have this username, I don't have this value, and it's gonna give us an error. Okay, so right now if the form was submitted, we are playing it safe. We pull the data from here, from the username. We pull the data from the password. Actually, we gotta change the value here, right? And then we turn it into variables. Perfect, right? So we can go ahead and echo this if we wanted to right now. We can go ahead and echo password just to find out, and we can go ahead and echo username, right? So let's check on that. Let's see how that works. And we get some errors right here, and that's the whole reason why. Well, I'll explain about that later, about not checking for the values. If we don't check it, we get an error. But anyway, so let's go ahead and Edwin, and I'm just gonna type some password. All right, submit. You see that? We get the hello student, we get the password first, and then we get the username. We should actually echo the username first, right? Let's do it right here. And we can concatenate this with a string. Let's say hello, and then we can say your password. Password is. That would be weird if we do that in a real life situation, right? They would freaked out that we know their password, right? We do that in a application. So Edwin, and then we say, see, I'm just gonna type my password. Hello Edwin, your password is Superman. Oh man, they know my password. Jeez, all right. So we were able to do that. You see how beautiful that is? We can find the data here and do things with it. And this is not the only thing with it. Usually what we do is we use this username and place it inside a database. Check it to see if it's there, and if it's there, we log in the user. Sometimes we create users actually creating this field in the database, right? So most of the time that's what we do this for. So I'm just right now doing it like this. So it gives you an example on how we can extract data from the form. How can we do all the things with it right here, like we're doing right here. All we're doing right now is echoing the information. But like I said, we can do many things with it. All right. So in this video, you learn how to extract the remaining data of the form and how to do a couple things with it. On the next video, I want to show you how we can validate some of this data, how we can find out if if they typed something here and for some reason it didn't match up. You're gonna see the next video is gonna be fun. If you like this one, the next video you're gonna like it a lot more. So anyway, I'm not even going to tell you anymore because I want it to become a surprise. But anyway, shh, don't tell nobody. Let's go ahead and jump into the next lecture. Take care.